So we've got a bit of a problem here. We don't want Harborsport to be destroyed and innocent people killed, but we also don't want to admit our mistake. People might get the wrong idea and think that we're not great heroes or something. As a painter, I figure we've got like a minimum of like a week before he's put something together with the paints. That gives us just enough time to do some things in town before having to deal with the Basil situation. So I fuck off and start doing my own thing. Lucian and Scotia hit up the Tinkerers Guild and get them to make a gas mask for Scotia and Mr. Arms for each of us. A Mr. Arm is a contraption that you can plug a potion into, and it turns it into an area of effect spray rather than a potion or poison. We figure they'll come in handy at some point. After we get squared away there, we get prepped for what we thought was the best course of action. Not admitting we fucked up in any regard, and just breaking in and destroying the painting. So I'm a big dumb orc, and Lucian's not super sneaky, so Scotia is up to bat for this one. We leave him with a suite of buffs, namely an invisibility from Lucian. So Scotia starts off with a Mario jump off the guild wall onto a nearby roof to do some scouting. The coast looks pretty clear, but he gives it a couple minutes because something just seems off. Sometime later, he hears like a grinding noise, like a heavy stone on stone. And a few seconds later, a colorful figure comes into view on the outside balcony. It looks like the guild has a few tricks up their sleeve. After a brief moment of just looking at this thing, Scotia figures out that instead of normal guards, the art guild just created these golems out of what they're good at, which is art. This bad boy is a stained glass window golem. Sometime later, the golem turns around, flattens himself on the ground, and Scotia hears the grinding yet again as the golem slides under the door and out of view. Scotia uses this opportunity to nimbly hop to the balcony and scale up over the roof on the other side. He assembles his rappelling equipment and swings down to get a look inside. The room looks clear at first glance, but he manages to catch the light at just the right angle to see that the stained glass golem is standing in the room but is perfectly parallel to Scotia, so that he can't quite see him. Eventually, the golem fucks off from this room and Scotia can get to work. He cuts a hole in the window and climbs in. Taking a look around, he sees a bunch of paintings, including the big scary monster that we just sold. Scotia loads in some acid to his Mr. Arm and sprays the painting, absolutely decimating its integrity and completely melting it beyond repair. Perfect. Damage control is over. We have saved the city. For ourselves. But we still have business here.